I just got bags from Prada, rolling up. I'm in a brand new model. It'll be here tomorrow. I don't got fears or problems. Only got real ones round them. Only got. It take a week to count it. Then I'm back up. Name the place and we back up. Running these racks up. 100 meals a week after. Down from laughter. When it come to handles, never had one. With a bad one. Made a meal today and they my last one. Oh, I had to get back up. I had to get back up. I can't take no loss. You better call back up. I'm running it down to finish. I don't play, get down to get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm litty. I know that you tryna go big. Better run up the cash, you love to spend. Made a kill it and did it again. But the intent, no, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it. Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it. I'm moving too fast, I can't stop. Wiping it down with the paint hot. Left hand on the wheel. I'm closing the top on the raindrop. I'm keeping the game in the headlock. When throwed and blinded my dreadlock. In the end zone with the mad dot. One phone call, get it dead stop. I feel like I own the season.
Okay, Coach, EA Sports coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to the Pacific Northwest, the home of the 12s, as it's called, CenturyLink Field in Seattle. Ahead, we'll decide the second entrant to next week's NFC title game, as we've got a great one in store between the Dallas Cowboys and the Seattle Seahawks. Who will punch the fourth and final ticket to the conference championship round? We'll know soon enough as we are underway here on a January afternoon. Now the Auburn product, Corey Grant. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Now, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, second and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
56, Mike, 50.
On second and a yard, Wilson, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete.
Kill. Turn it up. Look, guys, 4 down. Hey, alert. Zoom.
On 3rd and 1, Wilson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. DeMarcus Lawrence able to get him down for a loss of 11, and it brings up 4th down. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. So possession goes over here on the punt, and the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. Space to maneuver at the 40. And he's got it across the 50 to the 47-yard line. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a 1st down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Elliott on 1st down, going to be taken down behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. This one complete to Christian Kirk. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. Give them 18 on that one, and it's a Dallas 1st down. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the Tucker rule that they can fall back on anymore.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Now Prescott. Looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. It's Quentin Dunbar with a pick. And a great return as he takes us up just shy of the 45. Cooper was the intended target. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That, too.
Now a throw downfield is taken in by his running back. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. They get 17 on that one. Move the chains. 1st down, Seahawks. Now Wilson on 1st down. That's complete to DK Metcalf. That'll pick up the 1st down for Seattle on a gain of 18. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Wilson going to fake the give and keep it himself. Got a man open. It's Wims. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, and it's good for a 1st down as well. And perhaps now close to the first points of this divisional round game as it's 1st and goal. And that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
On 2nd down, it's Grant. They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
On 3rd down, Grant. And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. Taking it in from a yard out as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. The papers this week, it was all talk about how big of a game this was. Of course it is. It's the playoffs. It's the divisional round. But they handle it well. They score early.
They really did. Plenty of confidence exuded on that drive. No nerves showing. Terrific way to get things started. They are in control.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Flush to his right. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on third down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on third down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line. Here's Wilson to throw. Flushed out right. He'll try and run it. He's got a first down past the 30. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Here's Grant. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. This is Grant. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that second down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that plan any down.
Wilson. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Anthony Brown. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line.
Well, it's a cold night, and whether you're a quarterback that wears a glove on his throwing hand or not, that ball is a rock, Brandon. You've got to really drive it through the cold and the wind, or it can take off on you. And that may have been what happened there.
No running room for Zeke on first down as he'll maybe get a yard out of that. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. On second down, Elliott. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. On third down, it's Prescott. And he'll have his man. That's Cooper. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. They'll run it with Elliott. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 13 yards and a first down, Cowboys. 4th and inches in plus territory. That seemed like a prime spot to go for it.
It certainly did, and there's so many things that go into it. Are you too far away for a field goal, but not far away to punt it? Do you just feel like your offense is better? I just think in today's NFL, offense feels like it has to take care of the football, has to keep the ball, because scoring is up. You better maximize every possession. You trust your offense more than you trust your defense in today's league.
Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. A first opportunity in the red zone for the Cowboys. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 15. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They run it with Carson, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down. Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9.
I'm coming. Go, get out there. That's me.
Looking to throw. Prescott into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. But it's Clinton Dix with a pick. He's at the 40, past the 20, 10, and he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. They were in the dime. They had 6 defensive backs there, so go ahead and throw it. He threw it, and it hurt him.
It's almost thrown into a blanket of coverage, isn't it? You talk about the best defenders you have are the defensive backs. 6 of them on the field. You're almost asking for trouble, and that's exactly what they ran into. Ended up throwing a pick 6.
Yeah, 6 defenders and 6 points. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Lamb. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down. The Cowboys on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This time they face a 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They keep on the ground with Elliott. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Buying time to his left. Throw left side complete. It's Lamb. 23 yards the pickup there. Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. Steps away to his left. He's going to take off with it. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down.
I think the last 2 plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy, because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well? What we call those broken plays, you can't account for them.
Yeah, those, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. Pass on target, Prescott to Cooper. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 16. 10th carry now for Elliott. He will push his way down to about the 14. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Let's go, B, let's go.
And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Taking it in from 14 yards out as they are now on the board here in the first half. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. A lot of football, full half to be played. A little under 30 seconds to go. We'll see how they play it here on 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Now he's flushed out left. Dorsett's got it. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. Eluding the pressure right. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds.
It's 2nd down and 10.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They go play action now. Wilson. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They will run with Grant. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. This is a 49-yard attempt, right hash. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC Divisional Round matchup. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. This is fielded at the goal line. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is a real, I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for him.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Hey, kill! 27. 26.
Prescott from the gun on 3rd. Got an open man, the tight end, Jarwin. First catch for him in these playoffs. He was held without one last week, but he's got a first down on that effort.
Hey, kill! 27. 26.
Prescott now from the 50. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Kill!
Now Prescott. It's caught. Cooper. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 13 yards and a first down, Cowboys. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Elliott. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down. On second and 12, Prescott being chased out left. Forced out to his left. Oh, Prescott stripped, and the Seahawks have picked it up. But he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race, and they bring this one back. It's a fumble recovery and a Seattle touchdown. So a great play there by the defense. If these guys are going to advance, and it looks like they will, this defense a big reason why. And they love carrying the mantle for this team, don't they? You see the way that they move around out there? They want to lead this team deeper into the playoffs and hopefully onto the Super Bowl. And that return for a touchdown certainly helps that cause. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
Here we go.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear the coaches from all the way up here. They were adamant, you've got to hold on to the football or else we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy for me to laugh sitting up here, but you're exactly right. If we were down there, that message would have been received a whole different way. Because turnovers, they've been a big problem for them. Got to take care of the football. Got to hold on to it.
And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
On first down, it's Carson. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Throwing on second and 8. Prescott on the crossing route, complete. That's Lamb. 17 yards on the play there, and the Cowboys have a first down. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't
when we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. It's a gain of 35. Here's Elliott. Oh, Elliott going to be hit. He coughs it up. Loose football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. He's at the 50, 30, the 20, 10, 5. And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. So a great play there by the defense. If these guys are going to advance, and it looks like they will, this defense a big reason why. And they love carrying the mantle for this team, don't they? You see the way that they move around out there? They want to lead this team deeper into the playoffs and hopefully onto the Super Bowl. And that return for a touchdown certainly helps that cause. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they'll be looking to start fresh. Just a moment ago, they were backed up, coughed up the football, and then saw it go the other way for 6 points. I just wonder, partner, sometimes they put such an emphasis on things. And, you know, in that situation, as they ran out there, they were told, take care of the football, don't cough it up. And sometimes that's the last thing you hear, and that's exactly what you do. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And Cooper able to work his way open. That's complete. 25 yards that time. Prescott now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Prescott from the gun. That's going to be caught by Kirk. A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Another carry tonight for the workhorse Elliott. They got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. First down, Prescott. And he fires one incomplete. Christian Kirk, the man he was looking for. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
Check 9. 47. 47.
Throwing again. Prescott on 2nd and 10. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. So here's Greg Zuerlein now as he'll try for the field goal. It's a 39-yard attempt, right hash. Zuerlein's kick is up and through. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, and the net result, 3 points.
Take your disappointment and put it aside. 9 plays. Yeah, they want to end up in the end zone with a touchdown. I get that. But sometimes those 9-play drives pay dividends later with another 9-play drive that culminates in a touchdown when they wear down a defense.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Come on, boy.
They'll run on first down. It's Grant, and he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. 1 quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Throwing is Wilson. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. That one good for 14 and a Seahawk first. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. They go back to Grant. And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. And on 3rd down, the Cowboys bring in an extra defensive back.
6 guys. Check 6 guys. Check. Let's go. Try ball. Still got 4 down. Come on.
Now Wilson. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. The man wreaking havoc there, Gerald McCoy, the D tackle. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. Just, I I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. On second down now, it's Carson. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Forcing completion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
Prescott now. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. It's Quentin Dunbar with a pick. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. On first down, Grant. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And it'll be 2nd and 12. From midfield now, here's Wilson. He sets to fire deep. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. DK Metcalf, 50 yards. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Myers connects on the PAT, and that'll increase their lead to 28. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. The Cowboys on third down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 4. A 20th carry here for Elliott. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Defensively, they rally the troops to force 4th down after that 7-yard pickup back on first. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. Here's Prescott. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Rashard Robinson with a pick. And he's going to score. It's a Seahawk touchdown. Defensively, they've had their way in this one. That pick 6 makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, what do you do when the game's like this? You know, it's pretty much over. You ready to go to the bench and hang out? He said, oh, heck no. I want to stay on the field. I might get some stats. I might get a pick or 2.
We like being out there at the end of these wide margins.
When they have to throw it, that gives you more opportunities to go get it.
And he probably should have stayed in the end zone as he'll muster a return up to only the 14-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover. They want to try and put points on the board.
Here's a run on first down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard, 2nd and 11. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now Prescott. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
To throw is Prescott. This to Jarwin. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a first down.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense, and reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? And it sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll be a third and about 13. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to 4th down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Now on 4th down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Seahawks, they'll get the football back in outstanding field position. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Grant. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 10 yards and a Seattle first down.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Walk 54. Walk 54.
They'll run on first down. Grant. And he is going to be stopped here at the line of scrimmage. And time is going to expire in this football game. Well, one side moves on, and then, of course, there's the other side. And now they face what they don't want to face, and that's the offseason.
Think about the journey just getting to this game. Preseason, right? The OTAs and mini camps before that. Going through the regular season, fighting and scratching and clawing to make it to the playoffs. And then to get to this game, 1 game short of a conference championship, they'll have the whole offseason to think about it. Let's see if they use it as motivation.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. It's a win for the Seahawks here as we say so long from Seattle.